Hello and welcome to chapter 223 of our streaming adventure. We'll do our best. We had a storm roll through. We had a storm roll through earlier, and I don't know if it's something about this time of day that I've tried to stream, but I've noticed the dropped frames notification happening a lot more recently. And I don't know if maybe changes in my router, etc., are causing problems, but it's something I'll have to dig into a little bit more. But the plan for today, last time around, we played a painter-ish 8-cast version, and Jarvis I saw a stream after the fact of his where he was playing the more 8-cast version directly. And so I wanted to because one of the things I noticed last time when I was playing the painter version, it's like, man, it feels like if we had Lion's Eye to tutor, I would have had more options, or even like Karn. And so that was what I wanted to try to fit in. The painter version did not have the access to the Karn Echo package, or I should say, it didn't have access to that, but it didn't have a few things, and so I'm wondering, would I be better off going that way? And you actually can't see everything on screen. So I guess that's where I'm at today, trying to see if this version can impress me as I'm trying to theorize kind of a different style that I want to play. So let's go ahead and try that. Try again. All right, so the internet issues may continue, but if nothing else, I should be able to put this up later as a video on demand, and if that's how you're watching it, hello there. Feel free to drop by if and when the stream is ever live. Feel free to come on by then. But yeah, in the meantime, let's play. Okay. That seems to display the deck across the top a little bit better. Yeah, okay. So things I incorporated from various lists. Just trying to have that extra protection of Force of Negation in the sideboard while doing most of the broken things in the main. It's possible with Echo, I don't need all of the Thoughtcast effects as well, but like even if it was just taking the old Echoes deck and upgrading with Urza Saga and the various kind of like one-drop package, that might be enough instead of having the extra, like, I feel like Thoughtcast could still do a lot of work. I guess I would wonder where exactly is it taking. I'm taking the place of Hull Breachers in the previous list. The not engineered explosives, but Chalice of the Void is something the previous lists had. And so if instead of doing those things I'm drawing 2 cards, is that drawing 2 cards compared to locking out a certain class of card? Or not class of card, cost of card, which is what the Chalice would do for me. Not quite sure. Once again, looking at the clock, I'm wondering did I run up against a potential prelim? But I'm willing to. I guess I have a lot of the same potential as the decks I've had before, with maybe a little bit. So we lost the die roll. Maybe I should just mark if I win or lost the die roll, not necessarily the play draw. Because if I win the die roll, I'm going to select play. So they've mulliganed to 6. I'm on the draw, so I might have a chance to get something else going. I'm going to keep. They kept 6. Chrome Mox. That doesn't... Ponder. Well, if I could power out a quick Karn, that seems pretty sweet. And they're going to get the benefit. Oh, this is just Reanimator? See, now I want a quick Karn. Okay. Sure. Spin it up. I have the same opener. So they have reset into 7 cards. I feel like they could have found something better than that first one. Maybe not. Can I get another 0 drop? I guess they have a quick chance to fire off a second one. If I can get another 0 drop, that will pay for my opal. Or not pay for it, but give me an opportunity to have more mana. If nothing, okay. The post-combat Lion's Eye Diamond is interesting. So I could have 1, 2, 3. If I do it that way, I would have extra blue mana available to me. Blue, I'd have 2 blue floating. Spin it up, buddy. So they have Veils of Summer. Okay. This did not pan out particularly well. Yeah, this kind of sucked. Yeah. So at least I can play an Urza Saga next turn. I have permanents would lose Hex Prophet. Brainstorm from them. I guess while they do not have green available to them is potentially when I can utilize or leverage force. Okay, well that's off the table. depending on what they fetch, but most likely. See? Draw Karn like a champ. Turn their artifacts off. One, two, three, four, five, six. I'll have already played my land. I'll have burned multiple Lotus Petals. It doesn't feel good enough. One, two, three, four, five, six. Like I said, I would not have my land drop. They've already brainstormed. I could potentially mess them up there. And then I have an Echo waiting for me potentially, but I'll have cost myself the Lotus Petals. I don't think it's worth it. Let's put out a Seat of the Sin. What is in my deck? Sorry. For my potential 1-drops. Pithing Needle and Retrofitter Foundry. Pithing Needle can turn off anything but a mana ability, so yikes. Turn off fetch lands, I guess. 1, 2. Yeah, pass. So we can make... Yeah, I'm not going to stop you here. So I'm at 17. I can tap this in a way that I don't use Ancient Tomb. One, two, three, four, five, six. Hello, thank you, thank you. I have messages that the stream is very choppy, so if it is not coming through very well, I am sorry. I would expect this is a Tendril skill. Storm at 6. Tendrils, we're not dead. That's what I think it says, is there are some problems with that. Look at this. We can get Trample and Lifelink. It says I am having a lot of dropped frames, and if that is happening, you probably can't understand that is happening to me. But I apologize. Make a new one. Let's search up. I could set myself up here with a Lion's Eye to go with my Echo. That probably seems way better than some of my other options. I have not yet played a land. This takes 2 to equip. It would become a 10. It would gain me 10 life. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Now, the only difference is, do I spin and try to get that many more artifacts, but I don't want to necessarily give them... Mm-hmm. So how many are there? I think that's how we'll block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Deal. Okay, I'm at 25. See, the real difference here is whether or not I let them refill, and I feel like they don't have anything. I mean, I could just flat out be wrong, and that was the wrong way to go about it. Hard cast their own Echo. Okay. I would rather they have invested into it. They get another chance. Nothing I can do about it. So then the question is, they were going to be able to have it. Maybe I just needed to go for it. See, now I have... One, two... I've lost the Echo I did have in my hand. Chromox. Can't counter it. Yep. So that sets them up for next turn, is how Galvanic Relay works. So far, it doesn't look great over there. Veil of Summer is what they needed. So they blocked with everything so that they wouldn't take damage. That makes sense. So. Keep this one. All right, so we're up to 12. 1, 2, 3, 4 blockers. I'm trying to tap it. I think I might be lagging now. That's a good one. View sideboard. Three, 1, 2, 3. Come on, I just figured out how to kill. Tap this. Sack this for 3 white. Get Mycosynth Lattice. Lock them out. All right. Sideboard. They are Storm. I feel like the forces are likely the least likely to help me. I mean, the Shadow Spear with the lifelink is really one of the more powerful things. I think it's flat out resolving Karn. Resolving Karn is going to be big business. But how can I get to that? Right now, I see myself not wanting forces, not wanting Pithy Needle, not wanting Retrofitter Foundry. But truthfully, I don't know if I want to bring anything in. Like, Surgical doesn't seem great. Yeah, I don't know if I particularly have hate. I mean, this quote, Karn is my hate card. Like, Force is not great, but Force can do something. I don't see Pithy Needle doing anything. I don't see Retrofitter Foundry doing anything. Like we said, Shadow Spear gave me the life and bought me time. Are Surgicals better? Would I rather have like Force of Negation so that I have more disruption? Like the Crypt, and I feel like Surgical is less likely to be useful than just flat out Force of Negation. Force of Negation can hit an Echo and maybe buy me time. I'm going to try that. I'm not sure, but I'm going to try that. 2 echo. 1, 2, 3. That makes you cost 4 mana. Yeah, this isn't good enough. This is worse. Okay. This is still worse, but keepable. All right, we're up to 3 artifacts. So 3 artifacts makes Thoughtcast cost 2. I have force effects, so I'd rather look now. A Veil of Summer's coming. Good to know. I feel like I did a decent job drawing out of this. Veil could have been put back or not. That's what Brainstorm does to you. You don't know where it went. Brainstorm ad nauseum and some friends. Well, that was a terrific draw. One, two, three, four, 5. Well, if I'd gone for Lotus Petal, I think that was actually probably just better. Going for Lotus Petal sets me up to... Yep, that works. All right. Start with a win. I like that. I mean, I feel like Karn beat our opponent there, and I think we're less the Echo is still part of 8cast. I think really what we're doing is the 8cast Echoes plus Karn. I think Karn is what we have that the other one didn't. So that's a better way to say it, is that it's the 8cast Echo deck plus Karn. And Urza, his buddy Urza. I like Urza, sorry. So the combination of those together, I think, is pretty good. All right. Well, with the stream down, I think you're going to see this more condensed. What I'm going to do is just clip the things, and then we'll be able to put it together later. So I appreciate it. Thanks for watching. But stay tuned for future rounds. All right. Next round. Lost the die roll again. So lost the die roll, but 1, 2, so I would have 3. So Thoughtcast costs 2 mana on my next turn. I can play an Urza Saga. I like this. I'll keep this. Now, Thoughtcast only costs 2 if I keep the bauble around. That's worth hemming and hawing over. They are mulliganing to 6 so far. That's what they kept. Basic Forest. Heritage Druid. I mean, I think that's worthwhile. And I can't do anything, so Karn. Petal. Yep. Does that change anything for me? Like, I would like to have Sai. Sai is better combined with... Ooh. So let's get this online. Next turn, play Karn, pop it. 1, 2, yeah. Play Karn, pop it for LED, spin an Echo. I'll have already played a land, but potentially I can protect myself. This might just be a value glimpse. Or just an Allosaurus Shepherd. I do not have a servo to sacrifice or a thought. Ooh, Sai. I do not believe I have a sideboard on Snaring Bridge. So they have access to a little bit more mana. So we'll draw. So I would play Urza. One, two. So I could. 1, 2, 3. I could echo here. I could get Sai into play, and I feel like Sai is going to go crazy. As long as I'm not dead, I think they're dead. Because worst case, we float a colorless and get an LED. Yeah. That should turbocharge me. And every LED I play, like, as long as this is not. I still might not be dead. I was wrong. 28. I can soak up 8. Oh, I was actually kind of close. 20. Yeah, that's enough to kill me. So maybe I needed to echo. I guess I needed to echo. That sucks. Alright. Well. Mia. In general, I feel like my counter spells are going to be weaker. But I feel like this is the problem I ran into before when I had kind of made a poor sideboard. Like, what? If they lead with Allosaurus Shepherd, it's like, well, nice Force of Will. So I need a Walking Ballista as a tutor target, and I didn't have that, so that's my own fault. Walking Ballista would be a better option to have out there. I mean, Retrofitter Foundry might make some blockers. Pithy Needle could name Wirewood, what's it called? So that is still reasonable to have. Would I want to bring in Soul Guide Lantern? If nothing else, it lets me like draw a card as I'm playing stuff early. Tormod's Crypt, I don't feel like I want. I want the tutorability of Karn getting Ensnaring Bridge. I don't necessarily want Karn in my hand, or Ensnaring Bridge in my hand. Ugh. Yeah, I don't have good sideboard mapping here. Alright, so we have nothing. So we have one. I'm not even required to play the land first, and I think I probably don't. So that I can afford to have a land from the second. Am I going to feel bad when I don't hit a land off the second? Yeah, probably. I'm so smart. So, could I have floated anywhere? No, not really. Blue. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One. See, that cost me everything. Is there a better way to do that? So there's a lion's eye. Oh, no, there's the lion's eye. So we just have to wait. So let's look at their top card coming so that I have Force of Will fodder. Oh, look! It's an Allosaurus Shepherd. It's kind of BS, I'm not going to lie. So obviously they play that on turn one. I mean, why would you not? Yep. Cast Lion's Eye. All right, so could play a Psy. I'm at 1, 2, 3 artifacts. One of it to get. So there's a new echo. 1, 2, 3, 4. Two echoes removed. And I don't believe I can play anything else right now, so discard. If I can catch an Urza, this will be pretty sweet. I just need to be mindful of any non-green spells I might be able to counter. So if I play the seat, 1, 2, 3. What are you decaying? Sure. That's kind of awesome. Two. One, two, three, four, 5. Always yield to that. Okay, so this one, I think we do. All right. Another thought monitor. Draw. One, two. And draw another one of those. All right. 2, 4, 6, 8, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 in the air. I feel like I did something. Can't be countered. Maybe what I want is... So not Storm, but... Mindbreak Trap. Eight, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. So that was enough. I mean, that worked. I think it's still important to have the Lion's Eye on the sideboard. The only thing I'm thinking is, do I want Crypt as a 0 mana thing? But no, that doesn't seem good. Sky Sovereign. Sky Sovereign could shoot. Hear me out. Because Soul Guide is so bad, I'm going to put Sky Sovereign in, so like when I draw it, it's awesome. And I know it's not a thing. But it will unlock my ability to counter stuff. Okay, so nothing here. Yeah. Okay. Do I have an answer to Leyline? I don't think so. I could cast Echo. Pass. If I get a 2 mana land, I start to go to town with Sai. That's that's what we have to hope for. Yeah. Soul land, and we go to town. Come on, Soul land. Or even Chromox? Not Chromox. Mox Opal? Mox Opal would be sweet. Anything that could potentially turn Sai on for me is really what I need. They could have Mind Break Trap for me. That would be Mind Break Trap would be pretty bad for me in general, I think. Yikes. This could be bad. Had no follow up. So the cards in my hand are effectively dead. I could cash in. I'd have a blue floating. Sack these two to draw a card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If I were to Oh, he threw away his Sky Sovereign. This could be a green sun. So this will be 5, 10, 15. He'll come in. 15. No. For 28 again. And I can soak up 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I would need to be able to find Force of Will here. Come on. Nope, we're dead. Oh, that would have been sweet. One more? One more? Okay, it wasn't one more. It could have been one more. All right, ready for round 3. We actually won a die roll for a change. Which I would have to imagine is probably rough on this deck when going first for second. All right. 1, 2, 3 artifacts. 3 artifacts reduces Thoughtcast to 2 mana. And the colorless floating from Ancient Tomb and the Lotus Petal, I draw 2 new cards. Yeah, let's roll. I've got so many good cards. Well, now opponent kept 7 but has an upkeep stop for me. So who uses upkeep stops? I sure hope my math is correct. Three, yeah. I mean, the reason I played out the Opal basic swamp lotus reanimator does buy in. Yep. Reanimator it is. All right. I'm going to play a Thought Monitor. It doesn't give Death Touch. That Death Touch would be hot. You have 11 cards. And you're doing nothing with them. See, that makes me think, do I need to draw with Mishra's Bot? It's too late now because I clicked. Oh, of course, you drew that. So, hear me out. Two. So if I play a Karn, I need like Maze Myth. If I could get a Karn, Karn just dies. So can I live for a turn off of? So that's reducing it to 3. Come on, man. Ugh. This card's great. So we need to draw Echo, and I need to draw both Echo and the Lion's Eye Diamond. Had we drawn Lion's Eye Diamond there, 4-3, we could have done it. Had I drawn Lion's Eye Diamond, Ancient Tomb, Mox, Island, Karn, play the Lion's Eye Diamond, crack it, get the mana first, then Karn using the mana after the fact. I don't know if this is on me or on my opponent. It sure looks like it's on my opponent. Maybe once again they forgot we were playing a match. I need almost exactly Karn Echo. Not Karn's in your hand. Stop asking for Karn. I need Lion's Eye Echo. Force Thoughtcast Sigh. So I think I need to stop in their upkeep. See what they're drawing. They attack me. I feel like they're going to reanimate the Archon. And then... Okay. No, they have better things to do. Like Dark Ritual and Tomb. What is this for? You already have Archon of Cruelty. This feels like... What is that? Counter unless I pay 1. I mean, it's probably decent. And they grew back my side. Tough but fair. Alright. So... Five plus 1. Not entirely sure how to pull all this off. 5. Yeah, this is gonna be rough. But YOLO. Pay for this. So I have to go get Lion's Eye here. Because I don't have enough mana otherwise. I don't think this matters. I theoretically could have done more. But I'm going to have to pay 1 for the Lion's Eye. And I'm going to run out. Yeah. We run out of time. If they attacked with Gristlebrand, I could have blocked the Thought Monitor, rebought that. That probably would have been better. Okay. So here's a case where I think I want all these negations. And I think I want the surgicals. And then it's like, okay, well, what's not good enough? What's not good enough is probably Pithing Needle and Retrofitter. The real question is, are they going to have... Well, we've already seen. They have a variety of... They can reanimate my guys. I don't want to go too low on effects. I think Shadow Spear's ability to give me lifelink could be worthwhile. I just don't know if that's true. I need 3 more cuts here. Let's say an opal. I mean, if I'm all in on... If Karn is my Tormod script and Soul Guide Lantern and Ensnaring Bridges, I kind of have to keep that full, and maybe I trim Urza. And if I've trimmed some of these, maybe I trim an Urza Saga. I don't... That's probably wrong. Let me try this. Hey, that's probably wrong. Story of J. Pinter MTG. 1, 2. I mean... One, 2, reduces it to 3. I need 1 more for that. So they do have Chancellor in the deck, but they didn't like mulligan to find it or anything. That feels a little scary. And this, I don't know, I'm not proactive here at all, so that's probably just bad. So it reduces by 2. I would have to use all of them. Play land, tap out for Thoughtcast. It's not terrible. I mean, it. Let me clarify. It ain't great. That is theoretically worse. It's kind of impressive actually, but I downgraded my Lotus Petal into a Mox Opal. Let's try that. Okay. So, I'll take this Crystal Brand, this Crystal Brand, this Crystal Brand, and this Crystal Brand, leaving them with Animate, Dark Ritual, Reanimate, Wear Tear. Wear Tears seem like bad news, but I guess that's why they got Scrubland. So that's 3. Three, 4. Go to their upkeep. And let's at least see what they're drawing. What the hell is that? That's terrible. So they played a Bloodstained Mire. So the question is, if they evoke it, they're going to have to throw a land away. So they've exiled Dark Ritual. And that's the thing is like, okay, so they'll animate dead or reanimate, we'll try to stop it, and then they just take the other one. That's terrible. Grief sucks. Man, grief is rough. Okay, so yeah, they've taken the Force of Will. It'll die. But now they just animate it or reanimate it. So if I counter that, force them so now they'll play Animate Dead on it. And we at least can get myself another card for next turn. And then they've set themselves up to, yeah, Animate Dead. Serenity. I dare you to play that card. Well, I mean, not really. Holy. Good night. I need like Wasteland or something. I'm not playing it, but maybe I should. Those are some draw steps. Holy crap. And then so we just have Serenity lurking over us. Oh. I'm glad I fought the Reanimate versus the Animate Dead. Also, it was going to shrink the clock effectively. Come on, man. The old land. Yeah. Did I win one? I don't think I did. Did I win one? Did I win the middle one? Ping. Is there a way? The question is, do you have more than one white source? That is the question. Well, screw you, and you play it. I'll just force a will you now. It has menace too. Like, why would he not keep pushing? Past turn. I have hard cast force available to me. I really don't see. I've drawn mana. I'll allow it. Yep. that is not as scary as the other things that could come out of it, like any of that. Bum bum bum. Getting ready for round number 4. We want a die roll against the cheese mix. All right, what do we got? They mulligan to 6. So I actually don't have blue mana other than the Emery, do I? I was going to say, especially the fact they've mulliganed, if I could have gotten away with doing something else. Like, to me, that means, like, they're digging for something, but... I'd like to cast that, please. Alright, so... Thoughts of 1, 2... That's not going to get me there. I mean, they kept. This is a pretty interesting hand. Monitor, cast, LED, Psi. Okay. Once upon a time, our opponent was playing Dredge, Hogak, Elves, Root Wallas. Oh no. Yep. I don't know what these cards do. Sue me. 1 in red. Okay. Oh, they found a Vengevine. Cool. So the real question is... No blocks. Put that in play. 2. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we just need to get under Karn, so therefore... That's why. Let's go get a bridge. Let's game! Okay, so therefore, similar, this is where I think I want surgicals in. What did we take out last night? Pithing Needle. I think Pithing Needle could stop the root wall of pumps, but that doesn't feel like it's going to be good enough. And then Force of Will is going to stop most of their stuff. Force of Negation. Force of Negation still eats a Lion's Eye. I mean, countering Lion's Eye feels correct. So do I want more forces? I might. I expect they have. Maybe I do just want it. I'm expecting that they have Ancient Grudge type effects, so maybe Force Negation is worthwhile there. Karn is the knockout punch. What's slow? Emery could be slow. Rush Fighter Foundry. The life gain once again could come in handy. Might be Echo. Surgicals, I definitely want. Getting stuck with an Echo in hand could be bad. Thought monitors sometimes are maybe too expensive compared to Echoes. I mean, they both cost 43, but it's not like the flying blocker is necessarily going to save me in some situations. I'll try this, though. Classic. I'll try this, though. So they're mulliganing. This has turn 1, literal nothing. Like, maybe this is terrible. Because they don't necessarily go to your graveyard. I don't know. I'm one cheap artifact away from a quick Urza, though. That's not terrible. Careful study. Setting up some Root Walla graveyard. Anger and Meltdown. Stop their upkeep. I literally just need one more artifact for that. I could start with Saga. Saga Tomb. Then I'm multiple artifacts away. Then next turn I could play. I might use that to be the turn to strip Meltdowns. Let's see what they follow up here with. I do have multiple. Okay. It's going to have haste. You may attack. 19. I don't want to waste on Meltdown, but then again, it's probably worthwhile. So in their upkeep, no. After they've drawn, that's what I want to steal. Anji's Ravager, Ox of Agonos. Meltdown. The only one? Nice. Nice. Ancient Grudges is the other thing. Chain of Vapor is interesting. Okay. You may proceed. They could make it a 3-1. Pump. So knowing that I'm going to draw that, I could give myself 2. Yeah, I think it's worth it. Go get Shadow Spear. If I get Shadow Spear versus... Because I don't have access to the other ones. Come in for 6. So you have Ravager and Ox. Let them draw. So a new careful study here. I think we still let it happen. I don't know if they can get up to enough. We could potentially poach the Ox 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You may play a root Walla. Cephalid Coliseum. So they don't have dredge here, right? Like, where's a position this is bad? I'm not picturing how it goes poorly for me, so that's probably the problem. They hit another Ox, a Tarn, and another Root Walla, so Anji's Ravager is still the last card in hand. Alright, so and that was enough to do the deed. No, thank you. Alright, getting ready for round number 5. I like that we're starting to win die rolls. And 1, 2, 4. No. That doesn't seem good enough. There's no early artifacts for Thoughtcast. I mean, this isn't good. All right. I'm playing around what could hurt me more. Now, theoretically, if they don't stop this, they went for Underground. That gives me the feeling that they can't stop it. All right, so What changes for I should have bobbled there for the extra chance at a force to protect here. That's a mistake. Abrupt Decay, Emery. Not really sure what these colors mean. I'm sorry. So the question of the day, do they have Force of Will? I don't currently have colored mana sources, so... They did. Good to know. So they did have Force of Negation. So I gotta play around that. I haven't had a chance to yet though with blue. So I'm gonna need to... I'm gonna need a plus. Bug? Bug Uro with Wither Bloom Command. I could really use a colorless source here. Non-creature, non-land permanent. Mana 2 or less. Definitely have to plus. This is interesting. They are doing things I did not expect. I'll tell you that. Grist. Sack a creature, destroy target creature, planeswalker. That's a good one. Yep. All right. So, continue to All right. Pass turn. Mm-hmm. I mean, I feel like destroy target non-creature, non-land. So that's Shadow Spear. There's a lot of options on it, and it's like I'm not keeping them in my head. Okay, so they're going after it now, and the options are mill me, they pick up an island. I mean, I'm just gonna run out of life, effectively, right? These have Death Touch. One, two, three, four. You got another one? Big bucks, no whammies. Oh, come on! Okay, I will allow Ice Fang Coatl. Do I want a new Urza Saga? Probably. I can't afford to get attacked, really. Yeah, they're just gonna like attack me twice. Maybe I needed to deploy Karn there. Just to force something. Take it. This is gonna be the green force. I'm gonna get wrecked by Force of Vigor, I think. Pithy Needle's not doing anything. Do you have 2? Oh, come on. Don't really have 2. Mm-hmm. Wow. Oh boy. Okay. So they're going to be creature based, but I feel like surgical extraction is something I can fight them. Did we see abrupt decay? I was thinking I don't want Pithy Needle, but Pithy Needle could stop Grist. Retrofitter might be less impressive. I'm not overjoyed about these echoes, and maybe that's something worth when you know they have forces and stuff like that. Like, protect yourself that way. Shadow Spear was Shadow Spear was pretty nice. Okay, so how about an Echo? I can have we can have a force to go with our surgicals. So I still have echoes, but it's not like the only thing I'm doing. I'm gonna try that. I expect more problematic things from them. They're keeping 7. All right, this turn 1 Saga Foundry. Turn 2 start doing some Ancient Tomb shenanigans. They did not shuffle. I don't even know if this is good. See, I guess I'm thinking, oh no, I need my sideboard silver bullets. With the fact that I have Urza Saga, I can bring some of those main deck bullets in. And maybe I need to. Ugh. I think this Saga, by default, goes and gets Grist then. He just has to. Null Rod. Carpet, okay. Well, don't give them the mana, obviously. Can I get that Null Rod off the board? What I need is the 7 mana, kill spell. That's what I need. We'll go ahead and yield to that one. I have 4 cards left over there. Could get a Sorcerer's Spyglass. I have 4 cards in hand. I can give them 1 mana off islands. 1, 2, 3, 4 makes this cost 3. I mean, I assume they can bring out a... Okay. That's not what I expected. They have Dress Down. Why would you not fetch... Pass turn. So they're going to get 1 mana out of this carpet. They're currently set up for... They're currently set up to Uro. They can't get 7 mana. They would like Uro, have it there for later. I think if they do that, then I do end step to just kind of clear. What's the difference between clearing and step clearing on my turn? So Brainstorm has not shuffled yet. So Ponder is seeing 2 of the cards they already know. And that's a shuffle to clear the Brainstorm. Pithy Needle has Grist turned off. A second Carpet so that they can get some mana. I've yielded to these. You may have your... I guess that's a way to get 2 mana of different colors. Or the same color. Yep. Show me your secrets. Another Ice Fang. Toxic Deluge. This is a... Be nice. This is a 1.5 piles. One, 2, 3. Brainstorm, Ice Fang, Deluge. They did get their third one now. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can get a 3 mana card here. It's going to be pretty sweet if it works. I just figured out what I want to do. Now, it all depends on whether we get screwed over by that Brainstorm that was hiding. But Karn is going to wake Nullrod up, and Sky Sovereign is going to shoot it in the face. That is the game plan right now. And whether it works or not, I think we're having fun. I had to think too long to get there, and I feel like that was the problem. Yep. I feel like they could have waited, especially if they're going to end up, or maybe there was one card they wanted to keep, and then the Ponder can shuffle. Yeah, see, so they were digging. It's a good one. So Toxic Deluge is the last card we knew. If that makes sense. Hot damn! I guess that worked. Sometimes you just got to bring in a boat. That's why I love that card. That's why I like Karn. So, okay, we got ourselves to 3-2. Beat 8 Walla, which I feel like we should do. Beat this, and we built TES. We lost to Elves, we lost to Reanimator. I don't think my sideboard is set up in any way to fight Reanimator. And so that is on me. But I don't know. I think this is worth revisiting. And this was a classic Jeremy builds it 10 minutes before and then just starts playing, and that's a lot of where the problem is. So I think we can tighten up some of these numbers, and I think this is where I want to work on going, and I'm going to write my article about that. Now, I need to get in, speaking of the stream, I need to get in some more wheel streams, but the fact that you would be watching this only on demand later because we were having some stream trouble, I need to diagnose that. And until then, I guess we'll see what happens. But thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for sticking it out. I appreciate it as always. I was going to say, you can catch me live when my computer works. Otherwise, catch me on YouTube and Swish Gaming. Thanks for hanging out. See you next time.